Oh, hey, hi, hello, and welcome to Daily Boost with Love and Action Network. Today is Heart Chakra Wednesday. The mantra or affirmation of the day is I love. So you can start out putting in the chat what you love. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white facing biracial multi passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Yes, indeed. Yes, great. We are live. Love and Action Network is a peer support organization where we encourage, equip, and empower you to pursue, uplift, amplify your time, talents, and treasures. Our CEP is at Andre in the Flow. You can follow him on all platforms at that handle. We also have another practitioner at PWYC 33. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I need to take. Everybody drink some water. Drink some water. Okay. Um, at PoppyWater33. You can follow him on all platforms at that handle. And then, of course, there is me. I am at Tara Priolo Studio on all of the platforms that matter. All right, let's get started. We're going to do a We the Urban, and then we are going to do a we are going to do a melody beady passage, and then we will go into the daily boost questiones. If I can find, there we go. We'll go into the daily boost questions, and then we will be what out of here. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Sometimes emails come through and it's like, what is happening? Okay, here we go. We the Urban. We the Urban. The caption says, affirmation of the month. I am creating space for what's meant for me. I like that. I am creating space for what's meant to me. And y'all know, We the Urban, they post like at the beginning of the month on the first day, they always post the I hope blah, blah, blah is good to you. So I hope December is good to you. Even though it's not officially over, let me be the first to affirm that considering the set of circumstances, you've done an amazing job this year. Discipline in December, ease in December, consistency in December, effort in December, mature decisions in December, boundaries in December, evolution in December, relearning in December. Yes, yes. May you have the courage to create space for what's meant for you. December affirmations. I am welcoming new beginnings. I am allowed to miss it and still choose myself. I am a talented, powerful creator. I am learning to love my own company. I am trusting my inner wisdom. I am healing at my own pace. I am creating space for what's meant for me. I am becoming someone I'm proud of. Sometimes the person you need to forgive is yourself, not for being wronged, but for being wrong. I say this with so much love, but you're not the victim of every story you're in. Some chapters require your accountability. That's where true healing begins. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Don't give up on the person you want to become. Doing right by yourself might hurt and bring sadness. It might leave you questioning, feeling loss, but that's part of healing, part of choosing yourself, part of growing and becoming. Do it anyway. Your healing doesn't need to make sense to anybody else. December mood. If it ignites my nervous system in a way that offers no growth, it has to go. My peace is my priority. Tough times are temporary. Take care of your brain health. Drink more water. We did that right at the top of this live. Delete apps that drain you. Create daily rituals. Journal your racing thoughts. Stretch and get adequate sleep. Clean your space for a clear mind. Make a bullet list each morning. A bullet list? Like a bulleted list? I hope that's what that is. I have questions. Okay. Implement more screen-free time. Get some sunlight daily. Be intentional about breath work. Be conscious of what you consume. Cease the war within yourself. Cease fire in our mind, in our hearts, minds, and the world over. Right? Uh, May the last month of this year be good for your mental health. And then I believe the last slide is a little video of not sure who needs to hear this, but it's a book. Okay. Uh, Let me know what stood out to you in that. And, you know, you can find the post on We the Urban. They have been posting like mad. There's another post that was posted the same day. It says, to those who've had a hard year, which I may come back to on Friday. And then there's another Black Liturgies post that we haven't done. And again, I may come back to those on Friday. And I'm so sorry, y'all. The the yawns. Right. Okay. But like a bullet list, like I was like, okay, maybe it's just like a quick list, like a bullet list. But I think they meant like the dot. Maybe they should have put a bullet by it. You know? Okay. Anyway, Melody Beatty. We are in week 49, as you all know, because I know you have been listening every day this week. I know. Week 49, which is perspective, and we are on day 4. What a boring world it would be if we all saw everything the same. Ah, one more time, one more time, one more time. What a boring world it would be if we all saw everything the same. Inventory focus. Are you struggling to gain perspective on something right now? Wise people suggest sleeping on things when you're confused or counting to 10 when you get mad. That's because they know that perspective is apt to quickly change how you see things. I'm going to read that one more time. I don't think I get it. Are you struggling to gain perspective on something right now? Wise people suggest sleeping on things when you're confused or counting to 10 when you get mad. That's because they know that perspective is apt to quickly change how you see things. Um, I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not sure that I 100% agree. I agree with the sentence that I read. I'm not sure I agree with the inventory focus. Like, sure, we can take a beat and we can take a pause, and I often do that in anger. But I'm not sure that, at least in my experience, sometimes pausing to see other perspectives creates a space where we negate our own perspective. And so, like, I think that sometimes even in charged emotions and charged feelings, we can just speak from that feeling, from that hurt. And maybe later we're going to acknowledge that we were speaking from the hurt and from the pain and from the trauma, but in the moment, I'm not sure that it's always healthy to bottle up, sleep on it, count to 10, that kind of thing. Sure, it might make some of your relationships more quote unquote comfortable if you take a beat, but who wants to be dishonest for 8 hours while they're sleeping? Y'all know what I mean? What an interesting thing. All right, daily boost questions. Today, as I told y'all, is heart chakra. Daily boost is Wednesday, heart chakra Wednesday. Sorry, y'all. I have a little bit of a migraine and I have not taken meds and it makes me tired. Anyway, reflecting on the heart chakra, also known as Anahata in Sanskrit, can help you cultivate compassion, love, and emotional balance. I don't know why every time I get to emotional balance. See, this is one of those things. If I held it in, y'all wouldn't know. You know what I mean? So every time I read emotional balance, I hear this thing that Ross listens to all the time and like quotes, which is emotional damage. And that's just all that goes through my head. And for those of you who don't know who Ross is, he's my husband. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Dr. Flo says the task then is to not leave ourselves and perspectives behind when we return. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, take the beat, but don't forget about yourself. The wind is making the dogs bark. Today, it's a mess. I'm so sorry, y'all. Reflecting on the heart chakra. We've read this. Okay, we're going to read emotional balance. How do I process and release negative emotions such as anger, jealousy, and resentment? Do I allow myself to fully express and experience positive emotions like joy and gratitude? Am I able to maintain emotional balance during stressful situations? And then I'm going to read the next section too, which is empathy and compassion. How easily do I empathize with others' feelings and experiences? Do I find it easy to offer compassion and support to those in need? How do I respond to others' suffering? Okay, so I think I answered the first set of questions last week. Release negative emotions. I move through them. I talk about them. I try to just let them out in some way, because if I bottle them up, they come up later and it's way more hurtful. Do I find it easy to offer compassion and support to those in need? Yes. How do I respond to others' suffering? It really depends. Oh, I totally skipped this section. How do I do I find it easy to, yes. Okay. How do I respond to other suffering? I do try to have conversations about like how best, like what do you need in this moment? What do you need in this moment? There's a lot of people that are like, I don't know what I need. And then it's like, well, okay. Then I can only suggest what I think might help. But I do try to get to know people and meet them where they're at. Now let's bounce back. Do I allow myself to fully experience and express positive emotions like joy and gratitude? I really try. It's really easy to fall in the trap of like moving the goalpost on yourself. So like you can be grateful for, thank you, more please. Thank you, yes, more. I think sometimes, like, oh, I sold a goal getter. Okay, now like that wasn't good enough. I have to sell 5. Like, but I never celebrated or never was joyful about the selling of 1. Y'all get where I'm going with this? Okay. Am I able to maintain emotional balance during stressful situations? I I don't know if Dr. Flo would agree or those listening out in the audience. I really do try to remain like a level-headed human. I would say one of the few places that I lose my level head is when my child is screaming, and then also when when the Vikings are playing. I am not level-headed during a Vikings game. No, 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 no. It's not a thing, not a thing. Or when I'm like overly stressed, or I'm getting too much negative feedback, and I'm putting the weight on the negative feedback. Okay. That I think is everything. Y'all make sure you are in our communication channels. You can find those at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. In particular, if you are interested in like making sure you're notified every single time that we schedule an event, make sure that you are over in the Discord server. The Discord server is king on letting you know with plenty of reminders. It reminds us an hour before, it reminds us a half hour before, it reminds us 10 minutes before, it reminds us like it reminds, child. You cannot forget. You cannot forget. We are also hiring for co-hosts for Deconstruction Junction, as well as we're looking for podcast guests. So if you feel like you have something interesting to say, please apply. We are, except overwhelming the Vikings. Yes, I'll get back to that in just a second. Dr. Flo is constantly, I think he's going to delve into this artist career advisement. So if you're interested in any of the things that Dr. Flo coaches, please live chat us. If you're interested in auditioning for the Love Experience, please live chat us. If you are if you are interested in helping us book venues for the Love Experience, jump on the live chat at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. We want to have the conversations with you. We want to see how you fit in this organization. And even if you are a person that feels like you don't have a creative bone in your body, but you want to be around us, you want to be around us for 30, 60, 90 days to help yourself heal and be encouraged, equipped, and empowered, visit us at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link to get into our communication channels and follow us around. As far as it goes, not to toot our own horn, but we are one of the best, strongest organizations of people who are actively healing while actively helping. and while challenging the status quo that exists today. Um, Make sure you're following Dr. Flo. If you're over here on YouTube, you can see him in the comments. Again, his handle is at Andre in the Flow. Make sure you're following at PoppyWata33 and then me at Terra Priolo Studio. I will be back on Friday. Dr. Flo will be back tomorrow for Daily Boost. And then we're going to figure out the weekend. And I think that's it. Continue to be anti-racist, be safe, wear a mask, make good trouble, do good work. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable, and nobody can change that. I almost started over again. Joy is the revolution. Step into it and belong to it. We will see you around. I believe we're moving into maybe a co-working-esque session. So again, communication channels are your best friend. I'll see you later. Toodles.